Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach,
where we're all about keeping it real in the world of fitness.
I'm Sara, your go-to fitness professional, cutting through the BS to bring you the truth.
And I'm Caleigh, your fitness newbie, here to ask the questions you're too afraid to ask.
From crunches to kale, we've got the inside scoop on what works and what doesn't,
because fitness should be fun.
So Caleigh, what do you like to listen to when you work out?
I don't know, sometimes a podcast and sometimes music.
Hey, wait, this is a podcast. What if you could have both?
At the same time?
Oh, yeah. Podbeat is a free mobile app that lets you add any beat style to any podcast for your workout. It's easy to do and free to download in the App Store. Caleigh, you sound pretty cool with the trap beat, but Sara, the funk beat works for your voice.
So if you want to make our podcast work for a workout, check it out in the App Store.
They even have Podbeat for Android users in the Google Play Store. Okay, on to the show.
So Caleigh,
Yeah.
we have a little bit of a celebration planned for today.
Yeah, we do.
This is our 100th episode.
Super excited about it.
Quote unquote 100th.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we threw in some blooper episodes.
Which counts, but it doesn't count on the episode numbers.
If you count our episodes on, our feed, it's going to be over 100. But we did 24 episodes per season plus a bonus episode.
Right.
For the end of season 4.
Yeah, so the bloopers did not count as a full episode.
No, so 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25.
So good. So proud of you. The math.
One might also say
that this, yeah. So
25 times 4.
Right. Well, either way, you get to the same. You can do it either way.
If you carry the 1, yeah, I think
it's,
yeah.
You're such a great homeschool mom. So proud of you. So yeah, so this is 100. So we're gonna celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna reminisce about some old episodes, some funny moments we had. I've got a few memories kind of queued up for us to revisit. Some of my favorite moments.
And I do not know what you've chosen, so this will be really super entertaining.
Yeah, and I asked you to also choose some moments, and you said, and I think
you got this.
You said, "quote Caleigh, I don't have time nor the desire to do any of that
for your idea
for your podcast." And I said, "Okay, thank you for your time." And here we are. And the funny thing is, here's the funniest part of this whole thing, is that we actually recorded most of season 4 months ago. Okay. And then we were like, what are we going to do for the 100th episode? And we were like, you know what? Let's just wait until right before we record season 5. And we were like, the idea was so that we could like get this whole thing together, get the clips ready, get this ready, get all this stuff ready. Do you want to know when I did this?
Probably last night.
This morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Watch where you're putting the bottle.
We are not the same. We are not the same. Because I would wait in the day after we recorded the last time. I'd be like, I'm just going to pick them out. So I'm done. And I've got the list ready to go. And here you go.
I did none of that.
I'm so
I got up this morning and I told my husband, I'm like, I have to work. So I did all this morning.
I'm busy.
I've had an idea of like, what I want to talk about, but I didn't gather these clips until, and so I apologize if they're, not up to your standards.
I have no standards.
And ours, no, you don't. That's one thing.
Clearly.
You're doing a podcast with me. So.
I mean, I do have some standards because we should actually kind of mention that we're big girls now.
Oh.
Or big kids now, because we've got Alan in the room with it now too. Like, we have grown up and into a small recording studio space.
I think, yeah, you are right. We have done that. I think what this is,
we're big time now.
This is kind of proof that if you slap your logo on enough shit,
it makes it official.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
That's marketing 101.
I guess.
Really?
Yeah, we've got our
wine tumblers. We've got the canvas that's now going to be behind us in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of created little collages up on the wall with some kind of fun little things. We do have a congratulations balloon for this being our 100th episode that we're recording. You know, Alan's got his own little production corner over here on the side. And so, I mean,
it's super cool.
The velvety pink seats and the shag yellow rug.
And we didn't decide to put this new studio together until what? A week ago?
If even. I mean, we came in on...
I mean, that was
maybe
true.
a week. And actually painted.
In true Caleigh fashion.
There we go. That's your personality coming out. I'm not a big painter, and I actually painted, which means I really wanted this, I guess.
And as far as the podcast itself, I think we've made it to 100 episodes. It's amazing we haven't been canceled.
We probably have, we just don't know it, but it's fine.
I mean, I think
Can you
really,
cancel podcasts?
You can cancel podcasts. I think it's one of two things. Either people are loving us or nobody's listening.
Right. One of the two.
Right.
I mean, it could be either one.
You know.
It could go either way. Very easily. Very easily.
Fine with me.
But yeah, so, you know, on my side of the wall, I have a little sign that says fitish. Someone who likes the idea of being fit, but equally really likes food too, which is me right now. This is why I'm not yet pulled the trigger on trying to get any leaner.
I thought you were going to say this is why I look the way that I do, but that's fine. Keep going.
No, it's really just why I've not been getting any leaner right now. You know, nobody cares, work harder is something that would totally come out of my mouth. And then behind me is, I used to spend a lot of time in New York City for my job, and there's street vendors like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I had just bought my place in Kansas City and was like wanting to bring some of New York City home with me because I love that place. It's like my dream home.
Yeah.
And there was a street vendor, and it's a black and white photo of Marilyn,
not Manson.
Marilyn Monroe. I'm like going metal in my head because he's also one of my favorites. But Marilyn Monroe strength training, and like bench pressing. And
what do you think those weigh?
Oh, they're probably actually not that much. I'm sure she should probably be doing more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say those are probably only 15s each,
10,
15. 30. I mean, so that wouldn't be even a full barbell, but it's fine. She's lifting.
Okay.
Back then. And you know, it's been on my wall in the bedroom.
Even
like since then. So
the late great Marilyn Monroe is not free from your judgment.
Right. No.
You know?
No, she should be stronger than that. No, I'm kidding.
She could do more.
She could do more. But anyway, she was doing it. It's the whole point. Like, and so there we go. It's been on my wall. And then on your side, yeah, you've got a little collage wall too.
I've got my letterboard, which currently is right side up. Yesterday it was upside down.
Yeah, she put it on upside down, but it's fine.
It's fine. It says quit being a little bitch,
which is good for you.
Which I have had trademarked.
Have you? Just unofficially.
Unofficially.
Official.
In my head. And I've also got this vintage retro.
And she's
40s.
lifting. That's way more weight.
That's like Sarah.
That's not a photograph though.
It's not a photograph. That's what I should have done.
What?
I should have went and got a picture of you on the front of a damn magazine.
Put it behind. We have more wall space.
It's coming. Stay tuned. And then I've got my, I'm into fitness taco in my mouth.
Yes. We do love tacos around here.
Love tacos. I think we're going to have tacos for dinner today.
Yeah, I think for sure.
Which is cool. We also have a bottle of champagne, which I am going to.
We're not really sure exactly.
Are we ready? Should I shake it?
You know what? I just don't. No, you don't want to shake it because then I'll get all of our
There's
shag
already
rug.
a hole in the ceiling.
But it'll get all over our shag rug, and I don't want to step on sticky, like.
Sorry, it's just like an automatic. I can't help it. I can't control it.
I don't want to step on that.
There's like certain words that like trigger. It's like sticky, big, inches deep. And look, the second those words come out of somebody's mouth, like I can't control it. I'm sorry.
Anal cheese.
What? Anal G-sick, yeah. That's coming up later.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are you scared?
A little bit. I don't really trust you very much, so.
You think I'm going to pop you in the face with this champagne?
Just pop the bottle. I also don't really think champagne tastes very good, so this is also going to be very nasty.
We're going to poke a hole in it. Poke, that's another one. Ready?
I know, am I? And no hole in the drop ceiling.
No mess.
No mess. No stickies on the floor.
It's not shit on the bottle.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean,
For our audio listeners,
so
we have popped the bottle of champagne. I'm pouring them in the invisible glass.
Okay. Well, maybe we should queue up your episodes that you've chosen to kind of go down memory lane. And I mean,
Well, let's hand out our. It's one for Alan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for everything,
Oh.
by the way.
Thank you both too.
All right, there's one.
Okay,
for
thank you.
I know you love the champagne.
yeah. Well, we'll see.
I feel like
It smells dry. I will usually say that I don't discriminate wine, but I definitely am not a huge champagne fan. And so we'll see. Okay.
Let's rewind.
Okay.
Let's take a little walk down memory lane.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go back to season 1. Mm-hmm. Do you remember?
Nope. But let's go there because I'm sure you're going to play back a clip.
I'm going to get there.
I won't even probably remember
I'm gonna
saying
get there.
anything that
You won't.
Okay.
I didn't remember a lot from season 1. I remember meeting Alan here the very first night, and you weren't here yet because you're never here.
I have kids.
True.
I can't. They're not old enough for me to leave. Just walk
That's
out.
fine. I didn't ask for an explanation. I was just pointing out that Alan and I were here.
You set up.
We didn't really know each other that well. And Alan was like, "What are we doing here?" And I was like, "I don't know." Sarah said we're doing a podcast. Where is she?
So here we are. She's not here.
Where is she? And so me and Alan just kind of shot the shit. And I remember telling him, I was like, I'm just kind of riding on Sarah's confidence right now because I have none. 0.
I have enough to go around. It's fine.
You do. More than enough. And I think then we cranked out a few episodes that first night, and we released them all in one day,
Oh yeah, we did. We did
First
5
episodes.
Yeah, we did.
which was cool. Those were all pretty boring.
Were they?
I don't think it was until episode 5 where we talked about macros where I think I started coming out of my nervous shell a little bit. I think I said something out of pocket, which I'd been trying not to do because I'm like, people don't deserve to
Know you yet?
be exposed to this. I mean, they didn't do anything wrong. But then I said something out of pocket and you laughed. And I was like, oh shit, this could actually be funny. Which was what you had in mind all along because you knew me.
Right.
And you were like, you're a shit show. And you say dumb, silly goose stuff.
Let's go for a ride.
And so then that's when the light bulb went on for me. I was like, okay, we can this can be funny. I can actually be myself. And that's what people want.
Yeah.
This needs to be relatable.
Right.
Would you call yourself relatable?
Nope.
Okay.
But you are.
I just wanted to make sure.
You're
we were on the same page.
you're like the linchpin in all of this. You're the relatable one. I am not.
And so I started just more being myself.
Okay.
After then, that was the 5th episode. So I do want to play a clip. And this was, I think, the moment.
Which episode is this from?
This is from episode 6, where we talked about macros.
Season 1.
Season 1, episode 6.
Okay.
We talked about macros. Do you remember the funny moment?
Nope. Will I once you play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think
This was your funny.
we're good.
Did Alan laugh to this comment? Because he's always kind of your gauge on whether or not you're being funny. Do you remember laughing? Well, I guess you can tell us. Do you know what this clip is going to be?
No.
Okay. So we'll see if he remembers it too. Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
All right. I'm hoping we have the Bluetooth all right.
Yep.
And, this
And we
this
trust
is adult stuff, and you guys
we tried it.
sometimes make me do grown up stuff.
Yeah, it's good for you. Okay.
Okay.
Through that.
It was not a bad flapjack, but I was reading the back. Okay, so in the front it says
Did you call your flapjacks flapjacks or the pancakes?
now they're flapjacks. Now they're power flapjacks.
Got it. Okay.
So on the front it just says 14 grams of protein per 4-inch flapjack, and
4 inches?
yeah,
It's not very big.
depends on who you're asking. Anyway, so I was reading the back of the box. Sarah's on the floor. Whatever your definition of 4 inches is.
I'm just saying, like, to me, that's a really small pancake. So,
Somebody else might think that's big pancakes.
Okay. So we've got these 4-inch power flapjacks. 14 grams of protein.
14 grams of protein in a 4-inch power flapjack. Anyway, so
That was the moment where I was like, okay, this could be funny. We could do this.
I can do it. Oh, it still makes me cry. Now I remember.
That was a good one.
It is a good one. I still don't know how that calculation is possible. That's it's
It's a lot of protein in a
I know, 4-inch
small
flapjack.
flapjack. Power
pancake.
flapjack. As they shall now hereforth be known as.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a quality
Yeah,
clip.
that was. I was excited for that one to come out, and then
Nobody was listening yet.
we had 3 listeners at the time. It was me, you, and Alan. Except you didn't listen.
I don't listen, so.
So let's go back to where we were.
You remember it now, Alan? You remember that? Yeah. See, now he's...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're updated now. Okay.
We were here in this building.
Okay.
We're at the tech center.
So now are we season 2?
No, we're still in season 1.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, we're doing
Talk
highlights.
about season 1 a little bit. Where are we at on time? Oh, we're like, okay, we might go over on this. This can be a special episode.
This will be a little bit longer, but it's fine. We're going to get through all of Caleigh's
We have a whole
highlights.
bottle of champagne to get through.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We were here in the conference room.
Okay.
That's mostly where we've recorded.
Right.
But we had our phones taped together. You remember? Yes. So that we could try and get video.
Yes.
And that
Painter's tape.
was painful.
Anything you can do.
It was all so cobbled together. And I also remember the one time that I don't know what you were trying to do. I think you were watching a game under the table, a Chiefs game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were doing something under the table. And
was a
then
playoffs
you were
game.
like messing with Alan's wires and shit. And he was like,
Freaking out.
I remember taking pictures. He was like,
Don't touch Alan's
yeah,
wires.
he was trying to be like really nice, but he was like, don't touch that.
I was like, what? Chiefs are in the playoffs.
You're like, it's fine.
I gotta watch.
Okay. So that was fun. Season 1 was, obviously our inaugural season. We didn't have a ton of listeners. And that was fine. It was.
We're the ones we did. We scared off.
Yeah, some people may have started. Oh, and that was also I wasn't lifting weights yet back then. I had just started running.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think the majority of the content as far as like, what are we doing?
It was your couch to 5K kind of.
Yep. I had done the 5K, and then we also started
You had done the couch to 5K program because at that time you still had never ran a 5K.
right.
Because that wasn't until like what, season 2 or 3 that you're like, oh wait, I've actually done like 3 5Ks.
Well, because we talked about this because I didn't know that. I thought there's running a 5K and there's participating in a 5K event.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So now we know the difference. Okay.
We also started doing the 12-3-30.
That was season 1. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And that was, how do we feel about that? Do we love it? Do we hate it?
I actually love that. I do love.
I've been cranking the incline back up.
I love having an incline high. I love just doing like a fast walk on a high incline because it's so much better on your joints than running. So yeah, and I get your heart rate up. So it's like all of the things. No, I do actually really do like the 5.
That was fun. We should do that again. We say this all the
15,
time.
5. What was it? 5, 3, 30, 5,
12-3-30.
12, 3, whatever. 12, 3, 30. We could do it again. Alan made it through almost one day.
Yeah. And we love him for it.
Kardashians.
Yes. Those Kardashians. Unbelievable. But yes, that's a good one. Okay.
And season 1 was when I very first started going to the gym for the 12-3-30. Other topics we covered was we talked about drinking water,
Yep.
sleeping, step counting, a lot of basic healthy habits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's season 1.
Which, speaking of my healthy habits, then my hard copy book is like,
what a segue.
it was a segue, but you did it. And it's just like right here. So there we go.
Sarah's got her healthy habits challenge
In hardcover.
in a hardcover. And I think I might actually buy it. I thought maybe I would get a free copy, but
You were like, did
forgot.
you actually do this? And I'm like, I literally did every word, every edit, every a lot. I did have an editor look it over at the end.
No, I'm super
but,
impressed.
you know,
We'll be posting that on our
yeah,
socials.
it's worth grabbing. Of course, I'm biased, but
Can I just have this one?
you can have that one if you don't want to leave it in the studio. It's fine. I should have bought like 3 copies. I can order more.
It's fine. I'll pay it.
I can order more, but I also didn't want to gift you with something that you don't want because I'd hate to be pushy about it. You know,
You do?
that's just tacky.
Yeah. That's how you like that, but that's fine. All right. Can you find something to talk about for a few seconds while I
For me?
Yeah, while I queue up. I want to talk about your book.
Oh,
while I
okay.
queue up the
Okay.
next.
So my hardcover version of I first published my book 8 years ago, and it was online, like an e-download with like weekly emails that would come out that would help keep you on track. So you do the download, you get the book, it would give you a few days, and then you had a weekly email that would come out for that specific chapter. And so the whole premise is that there's 10 weekly habits towards better health. And so 1 week at a time, you add a little something to your, day with the expectation that it kind of builds as you go. So over 2.5 months, then basically the goal would be that you're adding in all these habits. And so the book really just kind of says, all right, here's your first week. This is all I want you to focus on this first week. Here are the reasons why. Here's then what. So you do that for 7 days. And then there's a little checklist in here too, where you can like mark, I did it for each of these days and mark all my habits. And then I did include in this printed version, a journal that you can do a daily check-in. That is also good. And it helps with habits getting established. So anyways, it's all included. I mean, it's a nice little book.
Oh, you got a picture of you on the back.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Let me
I
see
did
that.
actually find a typo on the back cover, so I had to go fix that. But
That hot little number.
isn't that fun? So there you go.
I often think, I wish I just had a workbook for my life.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
It actually, it is. It's a good starting point.
I want an autograph
I
copy.
really do. Okay. You know what? We could do an autograph session. We should just do one. Maybe there'll be an event. Maybe people would like to meet us at some point. We could do some sort of like meet and greet.
Done.
And
I love it.
have books for signings and all the things. You know what we're going to do? We are eventually going to have our own, what was that thing you used to go to for your
like a
podcast?
like a live show. We're going to go on tour.
No,
with a
not
live show.
not a live show, but what was that like retreat or that thing that you went on for your true crime podcast? What was it called though? It was like
I went to Obsessed Fest.
Oh yeah, Obsessed Fest.
So Obsessed was
So we have a Nacho Nation
Once upon
Fest.
a time, there was something called Obsessed Network that is no more.
But now we've got the Big Sack Productions, so we'll have to have
We're working on our own
production company.
network, if you will.
Yeah. So if you have something you want to record and do a podcast, we're kind of leveraging the knowledge that we've gained to do this and helping other.
We have another
aspiring
logo to slap
podcasters.
on some shit and pretend like we know what we're doing.
It's marketing. We just gotta go. You gotta start somewhere and just gotta go.
All right. Speaking of starting somewhere, we started season 2.
Yep.
We recorded season 2. Where do you remember?
My house.
Your house.
Because my husband
Your husband was gone.
He ended up having to travel for work, and
you
I
were
couldn't
the
leave my
primary
kids.
caregiver, which was fine because you had this beautiful, you guys built a whole garage, but the garage wasn't enough. You also needed a living space over your garage, as you do when you're rich.
Because what?
So I guess
that they built over their old garden, by the way.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We don't have a garden anymore.
But it was perfect because we had the logo in the background. We had the beanbag chairs that I peed on.
It was very cozy.
It was fine.
Oh Jesus! I don't want to know. I started laughing too much.
I didn't pee on your chair. Anyway,
Unbelievable.
that was cool. It was different. Alan actually, unfortunately, missed most of
Oh yeah, he
that
was
season.
sick.
He was sick. And so we kind of had to run the sound, all the production by ourselves.
We tried.
We did it.
I think we made it through.
We did it.
I mean, we recorded.
Yeah,
That was about it.
right.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to lower your standards.
We didn't get the colors flipped back to where it's like recording when we didn't want to. I mean, we actually recorded our episodes and we we're good. Yep.
And it worked out. We also, that was the first season where we had guests.
Yep.
Do you remember some of our guests
Yes.
from season 2?
Yeah.
We have.
We had Brittany
With Brittany.
and we had Emily and Nick
Yep.
and Justice came on. We roped her into
Justice
helping
came
us
on.
be a help with production.
We had
one night
Kirsten.
because she knew how to do the.
Yeah,
oh
she
yeah,
knew how to do the soundboard.
She knew how to
We
do
had
the soundboard.
Kirsten with the
Yep.
bar class, and we
Yep.
had Stephanie with the pelvic floor.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good season.
That was
lots
we had
of
a lot
real-
of cool guests. That was also that season we were guests on the Built by Fitbod
Yes, we were.
podcast.
Because you are like a star client of Fitbod.
That's what I was doing at the time, was using the Fitbod app for my workouts.
Yep.
Loved it.
I just recently met somebody that's what they were doing. Who was that I was talking to?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was somebody recently that they were like, that's the app I've been using to get started. Like, it's a great start.
I think I've been off of it long enough that I would almost like to revisit and
Yeah.
see what updates that they have made.
Yeah.
The big, never mind. We don't need to go into it.
Okay.
I loved Fitbod and I would use it again. I think there's a season where it's beneficial.
Sure. It changes with your journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a clip, one of my favorite clips from season 2.
Okay.
I know you remember this one.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any guesses as to what it might be? Alan was not there this night, but I know he would have
I don't.
died.
I don't know.
You do.
I think we're about ready to listen, though, and find out. Are you ready? Did you find it? I know. Maybe. Which episode number is this? So this is season 2, episode...
Season 2, episode 23.
Okay. So the very end...
If I tell you what
it's the very end of the season.
Yeah, it was near the end.
Near the end. Okay.
You and I were on our own this night.
Oh, no.
and
Things got a little wild when we were left unsupervised.
Things really...
We need adult
really took a
supervision.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the
right.
right timestamp here.
Okay. Because we want to make sure we get it right at your like perfect favorite moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, this...
It says it's playing. Oh. Nope, it was me.
Oh, Caleigh had it on mute.
I'm muted.
Okay. You ready now?
Sorry, some things are for grown-ups.
This is clearly one of them.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Topical... Well, I don't know how you say this word.
Okay, here, spell it out.
A-N-A-L-G.
A-N-A-L. Go ahead. That says anal. Is there more?
I just stopped there. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm so glad we're not doing video right now. I am like
Sweating.
okay. Bring it back. Let's bring it back.
G-E-S.
That was that moment. There's a lot of it. I think there was a lot of educational value there. I think we really reached a lot. I think we really...
I learned how to say analgesics. Anal.
Say it again.
Analgesics.
No.
No.
Analgesics?
Start over.
How do you say it? We looked it up, I think, did we?
Analgesics.
Analgesics.
G6.
Not analgesics.
No?
You just said analgesics.
There's no L and definitely not 2 E's.
That's
that what makes it.
That's going to be our new clothing line. Analgesics. I don't know why that's just...
You know
sounds
what?
right.
Maybe that one listener that got so mad about the hypertrophy versus hypertrophy. You know,
She was big mad.
She was big mad. And I'm like, you know, we are human beings too. And I can't say everything correctly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or like I do most of the time, but not all of the time. And this is clearly...
You do the
clearly wrong.
best that you
Can
can.
you say it again for me, please?
The correct... The correct pronunciation is analgesics.
It is?
There's no anal.
There is.
Turns out.
Yes, there is. It's fine.
Well, when you say it out loud, you don't say anal.
I did.
You did. No, you just spelled it. I thought it was analgesics.
Analgesics? You thought it was?
Yeah.
But now we know it's
We looked
different.
it up that night.
I know,
and
but
we
I don't
thought it
remember
was-
what Google... I mean, Google did the phonetics on it, right?
Yeah. Either way, it was my favorite moment.
That is a good moment.
I sweated. I peed a little bit. It was fine. It was fine.
Oh my word. Okay.
Okay.
That's awesome. That was a very good one from season 2.
Some other episodes, topics we covered that season.
Okay.
Where we talked
all of our
ice
guests.
baths.
Oh yeah.
We talked about footwear, which you know, we love our footwear.
And now I know that people have this feet thing. Because do
Do you want to go into that?
Nope.
Okay. Remember the healthy wager where you could bet on your weight loss?
Yes.
Workout music, which actually ended up being one of our maybe our most popular episode.
Yeah, that one took off.
For whatever reason. I don't know why.
It was the hashtags.
Gym etiquette. And another interesting one was remember the fit to fat to fit, where we talked about the gym coach or the fitness trainers that would purposely gain weight.
There was that one
That was
episode
super
that made me so
interesting.
mad. Yep.
I want to say there was some. Oh, we did the body composition.
Oh yeah, I pinched you.
Yeah.
We should do that again.
Okay.
No,
Season 3.
we did it later as like a comp update for the next season.
We did. We'll get into that.
Okay. All right.
This is my episode.
So now we're done. We're done with the update to the body comp.
Okay. So,
Are we done with season 2 now, or are you still more?
yeah, do you have anything to add to season 2? Do you want to keep talking about your book so I can cue this up?
That was a great highlight. I mean, that one still makes me laugh so hard that I cry.
That was a
I
good
can't
one.
breathe.
You just you just spelled anal and then just left. Like, what was I supposed to do with that?
Because I couldn't get the rest of it. Again, we were like 12-year-old boys
it's so
sometimes.
funny because
maybe it's not us. Maybe it's just me.
I feel like I've brought that out in you though. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe I think you had it in you all along.
It must have been there somewhere.
That's what she said. But I feel like I have been able to be that person for you. That's like, oh, this is
it's my comfort zone with you, or something. That's weird. Hey.
Are we dating now?
Nope. No, but that's
Okay,
really funny.
we're gonna go into season 3. Let me just cue up the time here. I'm gonna mute it again. Remind me that I muted this, please, Alan.
So you can find the right. Okay, so now we're on to season 3. Season 3, we did come back to the tech center. We set up in the conference room.
We did, and I want to also talk about the fact that this building is very much haunted.
Oh, this building is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to throw that out there.
So-
We always record here at night.
Yeah.
And it was originally built as it was like a nursing home. And so
Yeah, it used
doors
to be
are extra wide.
So people definitely passed away in here. R.I.P.
Like the hallway is extra wide for the beds to be able to move in and out. And the doors are extra wide to kind of help that too. And so one of the rooms that I'm sure used to be a patient room at some point is now a conference room through the renovation process. And so, yeah, we I feel like have all had.
We've heard some stuff.
Something.
Yeah. We've caught it on video before recording the podcast. Last season in season 4, we had a moment where we were like, we're going to take a quick break. And then you and I were hearing like female like voices in our headphones.
Yeah, it was weird. And then didn't we feel like there was something in the hallway once? Like out of the corner of our eye. Like,
It's been super weird. Anyways,
it's fun.
this is the office where my husband's actual like daytime.
Yeah, his company
Work.
is. But
He's
they're not here at night.
I know. And so whenever I bring up to him, like, this place is definitely haunted. I don't know if he believes in that stuff, but I actually don't even believe in that stuff. I do when we're here because we've seen some weird or heard, felt.
Yeah.
It's just too late. Okay, so season 3, we were back here, which was cool. I loved the conference room. We had, the nice big table, the nice big space.
The war room.
The war room, if you will. Guests we had Nick and Brittany both come back.
Yep.
That we had in season 2.
Which I just saw Brittany, and she was all,
Yeah, and our episode that in season 3 with Brittany we talked about pantry staples. It was a great episode.
And you failed to mention before the episode started that that's like one of your trigger words.
Yeah, I don't like the word pantry.
Right. So that would have been helpful information when we're like prepping before we hit record, but it's fine.
Thought it would make good content.
But yeah, she was very excited about the time we had with her on. And
so that was good. There were some funny moments. I don't have a clip to play for that. We also had, since we had been on the Fitbod, the Built by Fitbod podcast in the previous season, we also had those hosts, Gio, Michael, and Jonica.
Yep.
All on individually as guests talking about, and we just let them pick whatever topic that they wanted to cover. So we had Gio talked about kind of like, it's like awareness. What was it? I forget what the episode was called.
Gio did, well,
Our episode was called awareness, but it's like mindset.
Yeah, it was like mindset and awareness. Yeah. And just, being present and mindful in what you're doing. And
Jonica talked about meal prep. And she's the queen of meal prep. I still follow her to this day. Love
She's
her meal
got great
prep.
tips.
And then Michael came on and he talked about his battle with alcoholism and how fitness helped him overcome that. And then we also had Jason Curtis from the UK.
Yep.
Talking about his Deadly Dozen, which are you still following that?
I follow that.
I do too.
They're
It's
like
crazy.
I know it is really crazy. And I do love things that have like a goal. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like if you're struggling with some reason to get started into a routine, finding something that's like a goal with an actual date helps you kind of get scheduled.
Do you think you and I are ever going to try the Deadly Dozen? Let's be honest. It looks tough.
You know, it looks really super hard.
I've even downloaded his PDFs of like the training to prep.
Yeah.
For the Deadly Dozen.
They're pretty intense like workouts, but I think you would need that to do that. I would love to do like a scaled down version.
Yeah.
But
now that our kids are getting older,
I'm not a fan of running a full 400 though. Like I like to be more in like sprint range, like 1 or 200. So I feel like I could do the Deadly Dozen, but instead of running a full lap in between, maybe just doing a 200.
Yeah.
And then stopping. So kind of doing all of the exercises, shorter sprints, and doing it possibly in like a modified way. I'd be down for, I think that.
Yeah. So maybe someday we'll do that.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Maybe not. Probably not. Anyway, we also celebrated our 1-year podcast anniversary during season 3.
Yeah.
Where we had been podcasting for an entire year.
Yep.
Which is actually pretty good for a podcast.
Yes. I would think that probably.
Most people don't make it past like episode 3.
Yeah.
So here we are on 100. We started our partnership with Podbeat.
Yes.
Which is cool. I'm sure you've heard.
And it's still going.
It's still going.
And they still do little
that was
reels.
They reached out to us and like their whole premise is like they haven't paid us. We haven't paid them. It was just kind of a tit for tat kind of
sharing. Yep.
You tell your listeners about our app and we will tell our social media following about your podcast. And that has been super cool. And I've loved it. Check it out.
Yeah.
The Podbeat app.
Yeah, it puts a beat to any podcast, so you can run or whatever you want to do. It gives a little music. We
also, in season 3, were guests on The Mindful Muscle with Gio and Jody. Gio, if you remember, was one of the hosts of the Built by Fitbod.
Yep.
That was super fun. They're podcasters, we're podcasters, and I think it's just kind of that. I mean, we mostly talked about how we got started and what our
personal journeys a little bit.
Yep. And we love Gio and Jody. And if you have not listened to Gio and Jody yet, you can find them on I think they are mainly on YouTube. They go live on YouTube on Sundays. And then they also, after the fact, they post their episodes on all the platforms.
Yeah, the Mindful Muscle podcast.
The Mindful Muscle. Yep. So go follow them. We need to play the clip.
Are you going to highlight and like link all of these in the show notes so that people can?
No.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're listening. If not, then take notes and rewind maybe or something.
I don't know.
I don't really know. I mean, are you?
Can I be really honest with you? This episode comes out next week, and we have never done this before.
That's true.
So
we do have very minimal prep time to get this one turned around and ready.
Our standards a little bit. Yes, I will link to the Mindful Muscle.
Sure. Just copy and paste those.
Yeah, I have nothing but time. I'm not homeschooling my kids. I'm not.
Give them the iPads. They're fine.
Okay. We need to play this clip. I forgot. Okay. Usually we start with this.
So this is season 3's clip. Now, which episode is this from?
My funny moment from season 3 was episode 12, the what to wear.
Okay.
And let me just make sure I know where to stop. Okay.
Is this the one where you got mad at me for drying, like in a dryer? You were like running.
No, I think that was in season 1.
Oh, that was season 1.
About
we didn't really know each other very much then, and I think, okay.
Oh, this was season 3.
Okay, we're beyond that.
I think it's safe to say we were fairly comfortable with each other at this point.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide but like appropriate or not, as long as you're comfortable. But I definitely would default to like the oversized baggy stuff as a norm across the board. Like I don't really care if I look homeless.
Good.
I just roll with it.
For all the work that you do and all the things, especially all the things that you pay for, your lashes, your hair extensions, your
True, I'm very fake. Eyebrows, the eyelashes.
I'm not calling you out. I'm all for it. But then to like turn around
And like
be
not show it off.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that is actually kind of weird, isn't it?
Kind of.
It's fair. I don't really have an answer for that. Although I would have to say that Dane probably agrees with you.
Well, because it just, I don't know.
like,
I feel
yeah.
like that would make a little more sense. And I'm not telling you what to do. You don't have to, change to make anybody else happy. But if you're doing these things, which you have every right to do,
Right.
to make yourself feel better, why not?
Look better.
Why don't you look better?
We will come in to record and Kaylee will be like, are you
Oh, I
gonna
went
show
to hair and makeup today.
Are you going to show up homeless or are you going to actually like put yourself together for
Yeah.
the video clips? And I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you expect from me? Like,
No. And when I first like met you, I was like, oh, like fitness models. She's 10. Like she cares about her appearance. Nope. I was wrong.
that's just for photo shoots and fitness competitions.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So that was funny. I don't know. That was just, I don't even think that struck us as like a super funny moment in recording. But when I went back and listened, I'm like, why don't you look better?
Like every day. This is ridiculous.
That's a fair question. Anyway.
But I will definitely say that. So when I very first started, I would see pictures of people, right? I would have, there was a wall in the gym that I was a client at, and they would have pictures on the wall from like the different fitness competitions, or like the Arnold, which is like a really big kind of conference expo that's with a national fitness competition. All these pictures, right, of all of these like fitness models, cover models, supplement models, all these things. And you get this idea that, or you'll see then stage photos from people, you walk around, you think that's what people look like all of the time.
Yeah.
And I remember my very first fitness competition, walking backstage and having this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, everyone is normal. Like,
Yeah.
they've all got the cellulite and the wrinkles and
Everything's fake.
everything is fake.
Yeah.
And it's just like when you do, when you're not moving and you have a specific pose and then you take a snapshot at that perfect angle,
Yep.
then that's what you like see on
Nobody
paper.
walks around looking like that.
Nobody walks around looking
Yeah.
like that. But you don't, until you see it, you
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah.
And that was, I remember being like, oh my gosh, like everyone is just like me back here. They're like normal,
Yeah.
And of course you're layered in like really super dark tan and you've got the makeup and the hair and all the things done. And so like, it is kind of a wild thing, but no, people
is.
are very normal.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nobody's
Better than you.
a Barbie.
Nobody's a Barbie.
You're about as close
But
as it gets.
So
And that's-
sometimes though, I do feel like people will be like, "Ugh, they should not be using Photoshop. They shouldn't be looking like that.
Oh,
They're
no.
I was always the other way. I was like, but if they can do that, I can too. You
Yeah,
know, like it was
absolutely.
always a mindset thing where
I
I,
don't
was
have
like,
anything against Photoshop. Although, have you been following? Maybe we should do an episode about this later. There's an Instagrammer who is calling out fitness influencers who are heavily photoshopping.
duh. Really, at this point in time with computers and Photoshop and
It's been an
social
interesting
media,
journey to follow.
but do we really not think that?
It is going on.
So that was always part of my thing where I was like, stop hating on it because it's a tool and yes, it gets misused or overused or whatever. But at the same time, just for one opportunity, do that for yourself. And then maybe you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm hot too.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And you can thank me later. There we go. Book the photo shoot.
We loved season 3.
Season 3 was great. I should try to be more homeless, less. There's honestly no way you're going to take away my yellow Crocs. And they're not even Crocs. They're like,
Hold up.
they're knockoffs. They're Airwalks because they're more comfortable than Crocs.
No, you had yellow Crocs.
You know what? You don't see me at school drop off and pick up.
Oh, you're trash.
Yeah. Oh, baby. But you know what? Though they're like barefoot. They're barefoot shoes. I mean, they let my fat feet like live and not be constricted. You know how I'm about barefoot tennis shoes.
All right,
So
Sarah's on a roll. Sarah's about to go on a soapbox
All right,
about something
we
or other.
should not be
We
going
are 45 minutes into this episode, and we still have a season
4
to cover. And I actually
Okay.
have 2 clips from this season I would like to share. Should we just go ahead and roll in? Actually, no. Let's.
So no, we're good with season 3 then. I mean, we had great episodes, great guests.
We did.
Go back and scroll through and check out the list of all the episodes. And
Keep talking. Cover
if you
for
have
me.
not yet listened to some of those, if they piqued your interest, go back through that particular season, because that was a pretty good summary of all the different things that people we had, things we talked about. We were back here. The sound quality was a little better. It was less echoey. It's your detergent. Okay. Oh no. All right. So this is now from season 4.
Hold on.
Which episode are you starting from with season 4?
Hold on.
You asked me to cover, but then you can't.
I know. No, I didn't mean to do that.
I mean,
Sorry. This is grown up stuff. Okay. This is from season 4, episode 22, Team Barefoot. This was actually a pretty recent episode.
yeah, super
And I think,
recent.
Alan, you know what this was?
Oh no, I do. I think.
You were involved in this, Alan.
Oh, yes. Corn feet.
It was Team Barefoot.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay. So we're going to play
Like this one just came out.
We're going to play about a minute of this.
Okay.
Yeah, this just came out.
Okay.
Kind of interesting to me because it seemed like I hadn't considered as much, I guess, about the socks, right? Because okay, fine, you don't wear shoes at home.
Every morning when I put socks on, and I think I probably shouldn't be doing this. Sarah wouldn't do this. Sarah wouldn't put socks on, but I also don't want my feet to smell like Sarah's, you know?
But you don't know that I smell.
I imagine that they do. Let's do it.
I don't want you to smell.
She's taking her shoes off. No, I want to smell them.
Get out there.
Get it up here.
I mean, they smell like my shoe, I feel like. Is any worse than yours? Do yours. Do yours. You guys do it first, and then I'll do it. Well, you do it first, because I do my first. I mean, that still smells too. Can't reach it.
It smells like a sock.
Yeah.
It smells like a foot.
It does. It smells like the inside of my shoe.
So it just depends, you know.
I know. If I would actually, I mean, I haven't washed these since I got them. Does yours not smell? It smells like
my funk,
your
you know?
detergent. It's your detergent.
I think I played more of that than I meant to. Anyway, that was funny. We actually we have posted a picture on our social media. Maybe I'll repost it of when I was actually like just nose deep in your foot funk. And we didn't play this part, but then after this we actually made Alan come smell your feet.
It's true.
And we were like, Alan, smell her shoes, smell my shoes. Whose are stinkier? And he was like, guys, you both are stinky bastards. You're both nasty.
Don't drag me into this.
Yeah. He was like, you both smell like roses. No, your feet stunk.
It was farm foot.
We just,
Yeah,
yes.
remember.
Well,
corn foot, was it?
Corn.
It smells like corn or farm. Or...
there's
sounds-
just a smell. I
Mine
mean,
smelled like detergent.
right. Well, yes, because you wear socks that have detergent all over your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, I will, yes. I don't really have anything to say about that. That's why I wash my shoes.
It's like, look, okay, you don't wear your shoes in your house. We know this.
No.
When you kick your sockless shoes off,
Yeah.
you walk into your house, kick off your sockless shoes.
Yeah.
Do you smell your feet?
No.
So you're just nose blind to it?
I guess so.
Okay.
I mean,
that's fine.
every now and then, like if it's a really super sweaty day, if it's been a while, because like every few weeks I go through and I wash my like barefoot shoes or whatever and like soak them in vinegar and water and detergent overnight and it gets it all out. But I will say I do have one child that has really stinky feet that I will wash his barefoot shoes. I'll soak them overnight and it'll take like 2 days and they are just ripe again. And so I don't know what's going on with his pH levels and but he has next level stinky feet. So I gotta figure that out. But the rest of them have been the same. We've all had barefoot, no socks, and
Yeah, I don't know. You start messing around with
the older ones are starting to wear their socks. I think it's that time of year and it's cold and they like it. But Socks make me hot, like physically hot, having those on my feet. And I get really cranky if I'm uncomfortable. And if it's not like that perfect 72, I'm not happy. So
that was funny.
Ain't nobody's happy if mama's not happy. So here we go. Okay, so what's your next episode?
All right, I know I do have another clip from season 4.
So do you have what episode is this from?
This is from the blood type diet.
Now, do you have a same level summary of season 4 that you did with the other ones, or?
Oh, did we not do this yet?
No.
Okay.
No, maybe we should do that now. Yeah.
Okay. Some cool things that happened in season 4.
Okay.
Was we did hit 10,000 downloads.
Yeah, we did. That was pretty fun.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You and I ran a 10. Well, we quote unquote we participated.
Well, we relayed
in a 10K.
We relayed a half marathon.
We did.
We relayed. I just finished it because I didn't train for it at all.
No, you didn't. I didn't really either.
I did not do a great job of making sure I worked. So running shoes, when you're doing like distance, you're supposed to half size up. And I learned that the hard way when
you lost some toenails.
I actually I just finished like cutting the 2 off that had like died and like pulled. Yeah.
And you walked actually the whole
today.
Thing.
Pretty much. Yeah. I ran like the first half mile.
So you really just, you walked. How many miles is a 10K? 6?
6.4.
You walked 6 miles with shoes that were too small.
Wait, it's 3.2, right? Mm-hmm. 10, so 6 point, yeah. A little over 6 miles.
Does anybody need more champagne?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I already poured it for myself.
Sounds like you got this.
So, okay. So this is episode.
We did the 10K. We continued our partnership with Podbeat.
Yep.
That was where, in season 4 was where we had our little, I don't know, ad.
Yep.
If you will.
Yep.
And we also got our lives together kind of enough to where we were rolling out like video content.
Yeah.
On social media. And
which is a big deal.
Been my job, and
you're doing a great job.
I'm trying my very best.
You're the best social media manager we ever could be paying for.
Remember that night you texted me and you said you were the best social media manager, and I was like, did I just get fired?
I was like, wrong.
Are we done?
Autocorrect, wrong word.
But you didn't autocorrect it until like 12 hours later. I'm like, oh no.
She fired me. Didn't even tell me.
You were the best. You were the best.
You are.
You are no longer.
Darn Siri.
Do we want to talk about our thing?
What's our thing?
The sack?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's talk about it.
I had that on here.
I mean, I kind of brought it up already.
Yeah. So we are launching.
Have launched
Big Sack Productions, which is a podcast production company. I want to be very clear because this was not clear to sweet baby Alan. That the SAC stands for Sarah Allen Caleigh. He thought we were just being inappropriate.
We did add 2 microphones to the logo.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. It's because you know, there's co-hosts.
Yeah.
It's not a play on the word at all.
So what we're doing is, and we're focusing on Central Nebraska. I feel like we're having a business meeting right now where we're kind of figuring out what we're doing. We're focusing on Nebraska, Central Nebraska, where
we have a jingle.
Trigger word.
Trigger word. Do you have? I'm gonna play it.
Are you gonna play it right now?
Oh yes.
This episode's gonna be 6 hours long.
Go. You keep talking. You keep talking.
Okay. I don't know. That's really all I have. Big Sack Productions. So we're gonna. If you are in Central Nebraska, you want to launch a podcast, we
can help.
We have put our logo on enough things that we think we can help you.
Put more logos.
Put more logos on. Put your logo on things, and
we'll help you make a logo.
Have a podcast,
so it's official.
And we have a client.
We do.
We already have one podcast that has
and a few others in the works.
Solicited our help. So this is baby news, you guys. This is super baby news.
But it's fun because if you have a story to tell and if you have something that you want to like share, but you're just kind of like you have Caleigh syndrome where you're like, no, I can't, or I wouldn't do that.
Right. I like the Caleigh syndrome.
Yeah. It's just, guess what? We got you. Yeah. Just sit in front of the microphone, just talk, and we can take care of all the stuff. Like, don't tell yourself you can't pursue your dream because we're here to help. So, should we play the jingle?
Yes.
Are you connected?
I think I can just play it right here. I think. See how this comes through the microphone, should we?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Give it a try. God.
Tale that you wanna unpack. Don't carry it alone. Come grab our big sack. From Sarah Allen down to Caleigh Snack. We'll turn your podcast dreams into a fact. Big Sack Productions, we got your back. In Central Nebraska, we're leading the pack. From recording booths to the final track. When you need a lift, just reach for Big Sack.
All right, stop it. We don't need to go anywhere.
There's more. There's a whole other minute.
I know. We are an hour almost into this episode.
So anyways, be on the lookout for that.
Listen, yeah. We're kicking off our social media.
And you know what? Actually, if you go to bigsackproductions.com, it will go to a landing page so that you can contact us. And we have an email, Facebook page. So go to Big Sack Production, which is spelled S-A-C.
Yeah. Sarah,
Production.
Alan, Caleigh.
Yep, big.
I was fine with my name coming last only because
It's fine. Because
out that way.
cast wouldn't have
Yeah, it wouldn't
since
have made
their
any sense.
ask. That would have been weird too. So it just happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, there we go.
Good
so
stuff.
you can find us that way too.
One more thing I want to talk about with season 4 that was funny was our intro.
Yeah.
Remember?
No.
Well, whenever we start a new season, we write a new intro, which I just actually realized we don't have a new intro for season 5.
Well, we do, but we're gonna like record it live or something every single one.
No. 2 different things. We'll talk about this.
Okay.
Our intro for season 4, I just generated on ChatGPT like I do everything. And I didn't really read it until not only when we were in the studio, but we also had a guest in the studio. She had come in to be a guest.
Jimmy.
And we were like, let's just do this real quick. And we got to the end and I was like, because fitness is our favorite workout, buddy. And you were like, what the fuck? It was so bad.
It was so dumb.
It was so dumb and so bad.
Wait, what?
But so we decided to, and if you are a super loyal and invested listener in Nacho Fitness Coach,
Nacho
which
Nation.
I'm sure they're out there, you would have noticed that sporadically throughout season 4, we did play that, and we actually recorded a bit where Alan said we went ahead and was it like honesty is our favorite workout, buddy?
Oh yeah,
that's what it was. So most of the episodes end on it. I think me saying like fitness should be fun.
Our regular intro.
We end there but there's a few little Easter eggs where we continue on and I say, and honesty is our favorite workout, buddy. And then Alan cuts in and he's like, who wrote this shit?
So I guess find those episodes and let us know.
There was only a few. Those were great. I loved that. Some topics we covered in season 4 where we talked about portion control, the common sense diet. I thought that was interesting. Time management. We talked about picky eating. And here we are. 100th episode.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Crazy. That's been a wild ride. We've grown so much.
We've been almost 2 years doing this.
I love it.
You're not done. You're just getting started.
That's true too. So much we've accomplished. Not
Look at this.
done. I know. And now we're like big time because we've got the canvas and the LED lights and the wall and the room
fidgets.
and that. Do you know what that looks
I
like?
know.
Okay.
Bought it at an adult bookstore.
Oh no, it's from like Dr.
I know
John's.
it's a bit phallic, but it's
A bit. Waving at my face. Fidget toys.
Anyway, was there anything else you wanted? We're an hour. We got an hour episode here.
Well, I mean,
So that was,
I guess
been super fun. This has been really good for me as far as my just like confidence and mental health. I don't think you are as quite. I don't think you needed it.
you know
like
what? It's
I did.
been a good soapbox outlet
It has
for me.
for you. It has. Yeah, you
Because
needed that.
You know, this is what's helped. So like over the years, especially at the beginning, I used to answer people's questions and like give free advice and all of the things.
Yeah.
And this is what you very quickly learn, especially if you're like in the industry, is people don't follow free advice.
Yeah.
Because they had no skin in the game. It's through conversation. And you think you're going to give them a nugget of information that helps. And so, you know, I would spend all this time and energy like answering people's questions for free and hoping that was helping, but there was like no value there. So then it's like I completely went the other way and I was like,
make them pay for it.
Yeah. I was like, there's value. And until you've got some serious skin in the game, like you're not going to be serious about it. So why should I be serious about it? This has been a really great outlet because if there's anyone that has questions or like, hey, I just, you know, I want to pick your brain.
Yeah.
Which pick your brain always means I don't want to pay you for the things that you know.
Yep.
I'm like, you know what? You should go listen to the podcast because you're very quickly, or at this point, you can buy my little book or through the end of the year through sarah71fitness.com. Like you had already said, you saw that. Like I'm offering my coaching curriculum for free. If you request access before December 31st, you can have everything that I coach, like my modules.
Yeah.
You can have access to them for free. If it's the information that you want, there you go.
Yeah.
I have it. There you go. Go get it.
Did you want to plug your OnlyFans as well?
No, I don't. I don't have one of those yet.
No, I just want to make
I
sure.
should though at this point. I feel like maybe we could actually be making money to fund this thing. But maybe feet apparently. But now I've got two that have like half toes from the 10K. So that's weird.
Probably still get some good money.
Toenails, not toes, but anyways. But it's been
No,
fun.
I feel like it's been a good soapbox for you. I feel like it's been a good kind of confidence boost for me. I feel like we both kind of, you know, I feel to hold it. It's a trigger word.
I know,
we
that's what
both
she said.
needed filled.
Alan, how's this journey been for you?
Painful.
I was like, what the hell am I
From the
listening to?
laughter from you two that is contagious.
It's been a good time.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I loved it. I love our little team. I love our new studio. Let's roll on to season 5.
Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna kick it off, and
We
it's
don't have
gonna
an
be great.
intro. We don't have.
No, we got to get some things together before next week, but we promise we will be ready for you next week. And so keep listening. Join us on social media. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Find our website. Buy our merch. Support us. Share. You don't have to pay for anything if you just share our episodes.
Yeah.
Share our stuff. Connect with your friends. Just pass our information along. We love it
For sure.
It's a good time. But yeah, I mean, I think that's all then we've got. Thank you for all the work that you did going through our seasons and finding the clips. I'm so proud of you.
Stop it. Thank you for
this
everything.
was a really great idea.
Alan for everything. This has been great.
So
I love it. Until next season.
Yeah, until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.